Okay, today is April 8th, 2019 for the Village of Stryker regular council meeting. Today is what did I say?
April.
Just like the notes.
Whoops.
Just like it says right.
Whoops.
Okay, so
It's May
next
6th, sorry about that.
so next month when we go through our minutes, make sure that that is brought up for a correction. May 8th.
No,
May
May
6th.
6th.
Let me make that correction right off the bat.
It's
I don't know what
2019.
day it is. Hey, you
Did I
got
say something
2019
else?
right.
No,
Yeah, you're right.
You're just avoiding it.
All right, let's take two. Today is Monday, May 6th, 2019, for the regular council meeting at 6 p.m. for the Village of Stryker. Tonight, leading us in prayer is Mr. Nick Woodall from the UB Church. Mr. Woodall?
Let's pray. Almighty and everlasting God, we come to you in the name of Jesus Christ. We thank you for the opportunity to serve you in this community. We know that our labor in the Lord is not in vain. You said in your word that apart from you, we can do nothing, and so we ask your help. We ask that you'll guide us and give us your wisdom and help us to make wise decisions, and even that things would be said and done that would be even beyond ourselves, because you are guiding us. And so we thank you for this opportunity to serve you in this place and at this time. We praise you in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Tonight, going to put one on the spot. Chief Slusher, Marine veteran, will lead us in the pledge. Chief?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you both. That puts us at roll call.
Gunner?
Here.
Cameron? Here. Armstrong?
Yep.
Tompkins?
Yes.
Oberlin?
Yes.
Blevins?
Puts us into the citizens. Mr. Woodall is hanging around a little bit. Did you have anything for the village that you would like to?
Oh, thanks.
Okay, I appreciate you doing the prayer as well as sticking around for the meeting. Prior minutes on 4/8 of 19. Is there a motion to accept?
I make a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
Was there any additions or corrections prior to approval? Okay, roll call.
Armstrong?
Yes.
Tompkins?
Yes.
Oberlin?
Yes.
Gunner?
Yes.
Cameron? Yes.
Finance reports that was sent in the packet on 5/3 of 2019. Is there a motion to accept?
Make a motion to accept.
Is there a second?
Second.
And any questions for Beth prior to voting on her reports? Okay, Beth, did you have anything that you wanted to point out from those reports?
Just that we had a good month, so we brought in about 128,000, almost got 114. So, yeah, positive month.
It's always a good thing. We're staying positive. And roll call for approval.
Tompkins?
Yes.
Oberlin?
Yes.
Gunner?
Yes.
Cameron? Yes. Armstrong?
Communication, everyone should have had the WEDCO board meeting agenda that was put in there from Tuesday, April 23rd. If you weren't able to be here last month, Mr. Davis was here and he spoke with us for a period of time on some of the items that WEDCO is there for, especially in Williams County. Did everyone get a chance or have any questions on some of the things that WEDCO can do for us or that agenda? Because I will gear that directly to Beth, who is involved heavily in our WEDCO. Sorry, Beth, on this bus again. But if we need to utilize WEDCO if we can. There's some great resources there. However, we need to make sure that we have them. So it was nice to have them here as well. The committee report, we did not have any of as of last month, which turns us into the old business, the LMI survey notice, which is included in the packet. I hope you all had a chance to read that. Obviously, from last month, when Beth was talking about the advantages of doing the LMI, we have a potential of getting more out of that survey based on what that is as far as the result. Beth, do you have anything you want to talk with the LMI?
I just wanted to put that out, that's the notice that they're having us post around town and that they'll send out with the survey.
Okay.
So I wanted you guys to get a chance to look at it and see what they should be doing. They'll be doing 3 mailings. The first mailing should be going out, probably the end of this month, beginning of next month.
Do we have any social media statement that we can put out there?
I was gonna probably post that on there on what's happening in Straggler, just and kind of maybe a little blurb of how important it is that we're doing it, not to get in anybody's business, but just to,
Maybe that would help.
yeah. I think it's important that it explains, your name doesn't even have to be on it, it's just address and.
So for those that are watching, if there are any that are watching some of this, LMI is low to moderate income survey. That was something that we agreed upon as a council last month or the month before to say, yes, let's go ahead and do this. The benefits of that, it's not going to raise anything. It's to find out if we are eligible for more of the block grants. So it's a way for us to be eligible for some money, depending on how that falls. So like Beth was saying, it's not, you don't even have to put your name on it. There is an address section. It takes 3 to 5 minutes. Is it extremely important? Yes, it very much could be, because one of the things that I'm getting with Beth on is saying, let's find some of these grants. Let's see if we can't get some free money. Not necessarily free, but some matching funds out there. One of them coming up soon is that Canoe Launch, which was a grant that we received as well. So anytime we can get help with projects, that's great. So LMI is coming. Legislation, nothing. That turns us over to village officials. No?
Just a reminder, this Saturday, May 11th, is a town-wide unlimited trash pickup. I think they're gonna start early, sunrise or so. And just to let you know, they're gonna be starting on the south end of town first.
Okay.
I guess there's a track meet going on and they wanna be out of there before the track meet starts, so. And they recommend to put out your items the night before. Not a week before, just the night before.
Had that discussion with my wife last night. Is it too early?
Yeah. We did get 2 quotes on we're looking at replacing a 4-inch water main on Johnson Avenue. And we're applying through the OPWC for a 50-50 grant. We did get 2 quotes through 2 firms. There was quite a bit of difference. The one quote was $152,000 and the low one was $104,000. And everything pretty much spec'd out the same, so big difference. And they are gonna proceed to go, when Beth gives them the okay for matching funds, to proceed for the application, so, which would take place next year as far as construction.
The grant's due in September is when we'll apply.
September of this year?
Yeah, but it will be a next year project.
Okay. And how is that determined? Because I'm sure with this village, we have several different sizes of lines. How is it determined which ones to go after?
The EPA recommends you replace anything 4-inch and smaller, so.
So it's based off an EPA
Yeah.
regulation? Okay.
Size requirement, so.
Okay.
And it's considered an upgrade. That's all I have.
Okay. Chief?
All right, well, I didn't have a whole lot to pass on, other than the fact that our 3 cadets will be graduating actually at the end of the week. This is their last week of training. They'll be due to take their state tests at the end of the month. Hopefully in the first week of June, we can start getting some FTOs going. You know, with new cadets coming out of the academy, it's usually gonna be anywhere from 120 to 160 hours of additional training that they're gonna receive from JR and I. So hopefully by July, we could have at least three new officers on. Recruiting efforts are still ongoing all the time, so we're always looking for any other officers to come on board. Next month, we're going to be doing we'll call it a change of command ceremony. We are going to put on a new police chaplain. Matt Dodd is going to be leaving us and going to seminary. He won't be out of town until later on this year, but for the sake of, he's kind of pulling out of some of his duties and responsibilities with the Baptist Church around July or so, and so we figured June would be a good opportunity for us to do a change. We're going to be bringing on Nick Walborn, who is the youth pastor at New Hope Community Church in Bryan. You know, I think it's a great thing. Nick, he's a good man. I've known him for quite a few years, and this is something that he approached me on probably about 2 years ago, asking if there would be any openings or anything like that. I put the word out. Nobody really was looking for any chaplains, and just so happens that our spot becomes available next month. And I talked to Nick last week, and he is absolutely motivated and ready to come on board. So yeah, we will do just a short little ceremony, or so to say, next month. So looking forward to that. As far as the activities report, we had 66 complaints from last council meeting, 9 traffic warnings, 2 citations, and 5 arrests. Obviously, I started in with the ordinance violations last week, and all but 2 of those are closed as of right now. So you see them all open, but they are, all but 2 of them are closed right now. So I initiated 6 more this morning. So we'll get the tall grass going, and hopefully we can start cleaning things up a little bit. So, any questions?
These are all for tall grass.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad you didn't stop at mine.
What's that?
There was a period in time
I
there,
said, I'm glad you didn't stop at mine over the weekend. Mine's short now.
everyone I think struggled there for that little time period where it wouldn't stop raining, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have bales of grass for sale.
Well, we've had good opportunities the last couple of days to get them mowed,
Yep.
and whoever is tall now are getting the placard of, what do we call it today? The placard of shame.
So, and actually, with mowing right now, the other big item, make sure that we're not putting it in the road. That, I know, I seen some the other day, that were out there, but that's definitely something against what we have in place. And then if you are a motorcycle rider, those are scary moments as well, going through some of that can be. So just as a reminder to residents not to blow that in the road if at all possible. Anything else for Chief? Beth, you want to talk about, we'll go into the other with the, actually, before we go to that one, let me jump to a question that came up earlier about some of our issues, since I talked about the grass in the street. Some of the issues the residents talked to us about, I think it was 2 months ago now, if that sound right, with the straw.
Yeah.
I can tell you that the person has been notified, we have not had a response, so we're looking, we're still going through our solicitor on the next step, which there's a green light there as well. So we are in the process, it is not stalled, it is not forgotten, it is still in the works. But we did the first step. The first step. Is that okay to say it that way?
Yes.
Okay. So that's where that stands, so you know that that is not standing still. Beth, have we heard anything on the land bank properties? Have we
I haven't.
gotten any feedback? Okay. And that is something that's out of our hands, it was just something that we recommended with that group. Then that will lead us into the other, which is the Stryker Heritage Days. You want to talk about that one, Beth?
I'm still with
You were gonna let me? So, okay, I can do that. It is on August 17th. You notice how I referred right back to her? Threw it in her court. August 17th, this Thursday, is it this coming Thursday? We are having another meeting that has been held at the depot, and that is at 6 o'clock. So anyone that has interest in helping, anyone that has some input, that is open to anyone to help with that. We are looking at the same type of format. Unfortunately, the park is not available on that day, so I'm gonna get with Chief on some things that we're looking to do there. But the format is going to be very similar. As far as the timeline, some of the activities we're looking at, very similar to that as well, maybe expanding it a little bit. But that's all going to be based on the amount of help that we can get. And then looking at that afternoon, early evening type parade as well. We heard, even though I wasn't able to be here that day, that was very popular as well. So, same type of stuff. So August 17th is the Heritage Day, and then this coming Thursday, which is May 9th, is going to be another meeting, and we'll see about getting that put out on Facebook. That is gonna, like, we'll get with the summer rec, see if there's something there. Very, very similar to last year's layout. Just so you are aware, I did speak with the fire chief, and said that they are more than welcome to be a part of that if they so choose. Even though there's some other issues between the township and the village, but they are more than welcome to be a part of that. And I tried to extend that to them as well. And they're having a meeting tonight. So hopefully, if they want to, then great. If not, that's okay as well. Anything I missed on Heritage Day? Okay. That leads us, I'm going to start here on the right-hand side. This is probably one of the quickest,
Over here.
Bob may walk in. So, here on the right-hand side.
No, that pretty much did it for me right there.
Okay?
I'm good.
Okay,
I have nothing.
okay. Brooke?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I just noticed the last few days are having a lot of train issues. I don't know if there's anything to do about the train issues, like stopping on the tracks, and I've noticed it more out by the golf course, although it could have been, I think it was off for a bit down here too, blocked off. Just wondering if there's anything that we can do, or we're just kind of stuck. Because right now, you know, we have to go clear around if there's a problem, which I've done that both times, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this over to the police chief on this one, because my understanding is they have so much time that they are allowed to sit there before other things get involved. But one of the things we can't control is what is happening on the other end, where it's not safe for them to continue on. But
Yeah.
I'm going to ask Steve what some of the guidelines are on that. Do you know off the top of your
40
head?
minutes.
40 minutes.
They're allowed to sit stationary,
Okay.
and we cannot,
There's really little.
a lot of times, we have filed charges on Norfolk and Southern, but they have never went through. A lot of times whether they settle it out of court or whatever they do, if it's for, you know, an engine that's malfunctioning, or for any type of a mechanical defect or anything on the engine, we cannot cite at all. So
We're somewhat at their mercy,
it's one of the pains of living in Stryker.
or around any village that, any place that has a railroad. And I think this is one of the busier there are. So,
I can put a little light on that,
okay.
Shulman, yeah, still Shulman. They do a lot of train car exchanges over there, and that spur is right there. And tonight, I did notice something I hadn't seen in a while. They had 3 cars that weren't actually blocking the track, but the gates were down. Now, they actually stopped what they were doing over there, pulled those 3 cars forward so those arms would come up, and then went back to changing cars. I think you were probably sitting there watching that, weren't you?
I saw them pull the cars out of the spur and then hook up to the cars that they had sitting there, and I actually flagged a couple people around it, so.
But that's a lot of what the traffic flow problem is down there.
And you're seeing it firsthand because you're right across.
Well, I'm sitting out there in lawn chair, man, watching this.
So that's a good thing to have a business there, but
There is a
some of the
detour.
train traffic.
Yeah,
And they change a lot of cars, they'll do this once, maybe twice a week.
yeah, because the one time that I noticed it down there was actually 2, one going each direction. One was totally across the mark there. The other one was heading out. It could have been that one.
It could have been, there was a lot of activity down there.
Yeah. It
Okay.
just seems
So
like
just-
they're extra long too. They're probably covering down here, there, and then Brian there was the one it seemed like.
Well, trust me, you guys aren't the only ones that complain. We complain too, because if I can't get to the south side or the north side to go to a call, I get upset.
Yeah.
Okay? So hopefully that helps answer that
Yeah,
question.
just
It's a
curious
tough one.
because it kept happening the last couple of days. Usually don't have any trouble with it.
Well, that's what I was thinking as she was talking. Hey, you're more than welcome to donate an overpass
No,
or
it's all right.
underpass. We'll even name it after you.
No, thank
Okay.
Not underpass, I got enough water problems.
Okay, anything else for
you.
the
Nothing
council?
for me, no.
I have 2 items. One is from the Williams County Humane Society. They are doing a change of policy regarding cat trapping in cities and villages. They are, and it's here for you to read. They have limited resources with no county state funding. Their staff is busy. They got almost 1,000 cats surrendered to them last year. So they are moving to a program called Trap, Neuter, Release. They're starting that. So that is, I don't know the effective date, but this is what they are looking at doing, and we received this on April 9th. So that is a slight change on their policy there. Okay? The other item I have stressed with, or I talked about it last month, again, just as a reminder, if someone is interested in coming, sitting around this table, as far as with the election or being a part and making a difference, there are 2 council seats and the mayor's position are open. I would encourage anyone that has interest to definitely don't be afraid to put that foot forward and put their neck out there and say, I'm interested. So those are the 3 seats that are open this year. All right, one last go around. Ellen?
Nothing.
Beth? Chief?
Negative.
Solicitor?
Yep.
All right. Okay, take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Bye.
All those opposed? All right. Thank you, gang. Appreciate the meeting. And the adjustment from the time change. I appreciate that.